What? Just dungeon random Eurovision night? Bro, it was... Bro, we did it because we fucked with him. Bro, we fucked with him and his community. Bro, we fucked with him and his community. So, like, bro, mine and his community used to play fucking Among Us together.
Hi, welcome back. As we just received one of the biggest devless and devcoms of all time from Akrnights Enfield, we've got some new stuff to talk about. This update is gonna bring tons of quality of life and updates to the game overall, as well as the factory, but it will also do two very important things. One, they will increase the amount of gacha resources in the early game, and two, we will be getting a free standard 6-star selector. So let's really quickly talk about the best standard character to choose for your account. Just make sure to click my link in the description to install Enfield during these amazing times if you haven't already, and let's get into it. So first off, the best answer for this question is going to be who you like the most and who you don't have yet. In Enfield right now, each 6-star character, yes, even Ember, has a place in the meta, even though Ember is definitely the least useful and Snowshine is probably even better than her. But no matter who you choose right now, you'll probably get an upgrade, both if you already have them or if you don't. But if you are at all conflicted about who to get, then let's get started. Ardelia would be the best choice for everybody if we didn't get her for free, as she is definitely the best healer in the game, as well as one of the best if not the best amplifier and support unit. She's a great support for any DPS unit because of how powerful her susceptibilities are, but since we did get her for free, then that question becomes, is her P1 worth it? And the answer is yes. If you aren't interested in or already have the other 6-star units, then Ardelia's P1 or even P2 if you already got P1 would be an insane pickup. Her P1 increases the susceptibilities she applies after consuming corrosion by 8% each, and her P2 allows collecting the Mr. Dollies she releases to heal the other operators on field as well, with half the efficiency of the controlled operator. This easily is the best way to heal your uncontrolled operators besides just using tacticals, so I'm definitely thinking about her P2 even though I do want Pokniknik pretty badly. Her P1 and P2 don't change much about her playstyle though, they just make her stronger, same goes for all her other potentials. Last Ride is definitely the second strongest DPS unit in the game, yes, even stronger than Yvonne, because Yvonne currently doesn't have a best team to be part of right now as she doesn't synergize with many characters too well. Last Ride however has amazing synergies with Zyhe, Fluorite, Snowshine, Ardelia, and the list goes on, but for now, since Last Ride is such a good DPS unit, she is an amazing pickup for a second team, especially because since I'd guess most people have Lavatane or physical teams right now, and with Last Ride you'd have a much more diverse account, since characters used aren't exactly shared. You can use Lavatane with her Akakuri, Wolfguard, Ardelia team, and Last Ride with her Zyhe, Snowshine, Fluorite team, which is the setup I'm using right now. It's a deadly combo and would definitely destroy anything you throw at it. As for Last Ride's potentials, her P1 increases the damage and stagger of her skill's enhanced final strike, and her P2 gives her more strength and cryo damage dealt. I'm also definitely debating getting her P1, but again, I need my Pokniknik. Speaking of which, he is of course the best physical unit in the game right now, being a great damage dealer and a vanguard, which makes him super powerful because he can generate a lot of SP. If you are running any physical team, you definitely want Akrnights on your account. He's not a main DPS, just a support or damage dealer, and he's definitely the best physical supporter in the game, and he still deals a lot of damage. His P1 increases his SP generation capabilities, and his P2 gives him will and physical damage dealt. If I had Pog already, I definitely wouldn't go for his P1, especially because you don't need too much more SP than he already gives. If you have him, definitely take another 6-star, especially if you don't have Li Feng. Li Feng and Akrnights in the same team are a deadly combo, since Li Feng's physical support capabilities are pretty damn insane. Same thing with Pog. If you have Li Feng, get Pog, and if you have Pog, get Li Feng, and if you have neither, get Pog if you want a physical team. If you have both, then you can either get an Ardelia P1 or you can get Li Feng's P1, which is definitely better than Pog's P1, and is also on the level of Ardelia's P1 itself. Li Feng's P2 is pretty mid. Either way, the best physical team in the game would be Akrnights, Li Feng, the Silly Creature, and Administrator or Ardelia. An Administrator if you have skills to dodge and not get hit, and Ardelia if you don't. I was gonna say Ember before, but Ardelia does still apply physical susceptibility and provides better sustained capabilities than Ember. With that being said, No account needs Ember unless you like her. You won't be completely disappointed by her performance, but she's also definitely one of the least important characters in the game. Ardelia replaces her in physical teams, and she does nothing to any other team. If Enfield's endgame does require more than one team, then Ember is a great physical team sustain, but if we only have one team endgame content, you really don't need Ember. So, as a conclusion, Ardelia's P1 is a great choice if you don't have it, and if you don't want any other standard character or potential. Her P2 is also great with the same reasoning. Last Stride is the second best DPS unit in the game, and she's already got amazing synergies to the point she's better than Yvonne right now, probably except against single target fights, but better nonetheless. Last Stride's P1 is good, but unimportant. Akrnights is a great choice for those who want physical teams, and especially those who already have Li Feng, and for those who already have Li Feng, then you need Akrnights. If you have both, you can diversify with Last Strides, and if you don't need the diversification, then you can go with Li Feng's P1, which is very good. Ember is the least important character here, but she is still a great physical sustain unit in the end, just not better than Ardelia. So that's it. Short video, I know, but that's really everything we have to discuss today. Great devs listen moment, glory to Hippogriff and all that, but that's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and join the Express Raid Discord server for a fun and lovely community to hang out with. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Danger up ahead. Let me see how good this one.
Bring it on. You're fighting me. I shall be the avatar of radiance.
Watch it, don't get hit!
The results speak for themselves.
We fought with both courage and prudence. Excellent work, everyone.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Bop, 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 bop.
Constant vigilance in every place and situation. This is a rule that I never break.
Shut the hell up. What the hell? Nah, I don't feel like it. Just keep playing this. I forget how I get across here. That's so goofy. I get back here. You bastard.
It's round and shiny. Oh, this is the actual size horn. Uh-huh.
Let's go.
Contemplation.
Really need to build this on.
A strong.
Get my girl leveled up. Her last range. So I can just switch. Yeah, I need rubies though. Green man, tomorrow. Oh, wait.
In position and standing by.
Edit, take you out. Put you here.
A logical choice. I've readied the prospecting tools, Professor.
Oh,
We can
well, I'm not even doing it right. I am stupid in the face.
Stay sunny for the...
No, swap.
Could you stand a little further, Professor? I don't want to hurt you by accident.
Oof. Wait. This one. Yeah, if we need farm for these. Intellect. Oh wait. As they were saying, I didn't need to upgrade. I need to get one of those.
I shall pray for you, Administrator.
And I need
Hold
Ruby.
on. What if something distract them? Disable them.
God needs so many of those damn things. Boy. Oh, do I get one of those? Red. Huh. Rubies, I don't think I get in this area though. Yeah, just the reds. Yeah, just red. Rubies I get here, I think. Those I'll probably go grab. Those are red too. So rubies I think I get here. The blood caps. Those. Oh, is there here? No. Must be at the bottom area. Oh wait, are those rubies? Yeah, they are. How about this one? Also ruby. Ruby? No. Did I not make a line for those? Huh. Weird. Why? Power? Why are you like this? Why the power's like that? Huh.
Did a back rub.
Can't reach. Oh, much better.
So if you hear explosions in New York the dead of night, that's Sylvester in the snowfall just delighting in the fight. Parker Plaza hallways. Defense Christmas, it's well known. Merry Christmas sequel to all from the Homestead Home. Our minds are blown, sowing seeds of chaos slowly grown. Nothing, just take cover, hit the deck like fully prone. If you see a white explosive, you should leave it well alone. And don't step in the ring against the
So what is my power pro? Oh, nope. Let's find out. What the hell? I wouldn't think I'd be having a power pro. Thought I set it up. Unless yep. I think I ran out of batteries. I wonder if these would be good support for now. For now, I guess. Got plenty of that. I should check my thing. Wow. I'm getting there with those. Oh, yeah. Just dump them all. And then wait, did the intel thing get reset? Environmental monitoring. Oh, we still haven't gotten reset? Must have done them last night. I guess I could do this. I'll do this one. Wow, that's a long ass walk. Yeah, well, money's money. Not great.
Bring it on. You're fighting me.
Pandas, man.
Very professional wound place.
Nice job.
Never tempt fate.
Oh,
That was a good battle.
did I ever make
Quite
the...
a sleep of mind.
Yeah, I
besides
didn't make the
the
gear
lips.
version. Battle skills. Probably shouldn't have PC, but I'm going to wait.
Take this!
Yoink. Alright. Huh. Could just take the bow. Because it could take me pretty much into town.
My crusade is far.
Derp made was? Nope, didn't. Wait, was that?
Okay, so take it away, man.
day everyone. So today we're doing something a bit with Monica YouTuber. I read this article that was about yes, and as well as the tracking rate, which is how fast we're tracking. So with this we get the same resolution as the other camera. Now the tracking speed is still 15 compared to the other one that was 24, so it's a bit faster for some reason. But that's not due to then I had one fairly high quality camera laying around, so we're gonna try that one as well. And then I have an iPhone, so yeah, I guess we're gonna go from most expensive and downward. So yeah, let's start. So the first camera we're gonna use is an iPhone, which I'm using right now. You think? I guess this camera is the start with a high resolution to show that the resolution is not really important. We have a tracking rate of 10, which is, I guess, kind of fast. But we still have this a bit of a janky movement. It's not too good. I guess this camera is... The thing with this camera, compared to the other camera, is that you can't move. It has a very low field of view. So that's one thing to consider when you get the camera. Like, you want a high field of view, so you can move a lot to the side. Like, I can't move to the side at all because it loses track if I move to the side. But yeah, we're gonna try lower resolution as well. So with this resolution we have a tracking speed of 15, which is faster. Still, this camera is very bad when you get to the side. My chair is
how can we find the best tips and much more? So the best webcam for VTubing, the VTuber programs I like to use the most with the Logitech Kid. So you know when you need to show up for those Zoom calls for school? Exact time that I'm looking at it. You might be thinking, whoa, Sapphire, I don't even have enough money to buy food for my goldfish. Listen, the Logitech C930E is so good that it can be food for your gold. I'm just kidding. It's not that great. In fact, please do not put your camera in your goldfish's tank. That would be really, really bad. This camera is a USB camera and it can also plug into and utilize a 3.0 USB. It can also be used for both Mac users, I got you, and PC users. Please make sure you have a Mac USB adapter. I'll also leave that down below if your Mac does not have a USB port. Actually, I'm curious. Tell me in the comments if you have a PC or a Mac. I'd love to know. Next, I'm going to show you the movement with this webcam in 3.10, KaleidoPhase 3D, and vMagic Mirror. So this is what the camera looks like when set up in 3.10, which is what I'm currently using. This is what it looks like in vMagic Mirror. I have no leap motion. vMagic Mirror can track your hand movement with this webcam. And the reason I look so weird right now is because you have to get the paid version. So do keep in mind that you have to get the paid version of vMagic Mirror to do hand tracking. They block it out by making you look all creepy and stuff. But guess what? If you're a horror VTuber, it doesn't even matter. You could still use the... I'm just kidding. Yeah, you have to get the paid version. But this is how it works anyways. And then lastly, we got 3D KaleidoPhase for hand tracking and for face tracking. However, I would recommend using vMagic Mirror if you're going to go the route of hand tracking and face tracking with your camera. And I'll be having a tutorial on that up next week. The last thing you should keep in mind is that you want a good light source going into your camera. If your VTuber software has a hard time tracking your face, you'll want to double check the lighting in your room. The next video you should watch is what VTuber software is best for you, so that you can be ready to set that up once you order your camera. Thank you so much for watching, Gems, and I will see you next time on The Sapphire Star.
Hello
everybody. Hello to the YouTube side. It's been a while. It's good to see all of you guys. If you guys ask me questions now, I can break them down. What's the best way to find a model mama for the image in your head for a model? Find a designer first, because then you will be able to advertise easier and show what you're trying to get done to a artist way easier than if you're just kind of going like, hey, I want this thing that has like this. Can you do that? And they'll be like, So find a designer, get your design drawn up first, and then find somebody that you want to draw it. Way easier. Is there a site for that hunt on Twitter? Yeah, you can use VGen. You can search for models there, you can search for emotes there. Very easy. VGen is a very good way to do it. If you have a style that you're looking for, you can't find it on like VGen, just scour Twitter, man. I scour Twitter. You just kind of reach out sometimes, you know? You have to find them. Don't expect them to come to you. That's the other thing. People are very busy. You better have one artist do everything or different people. I say if you can have one artist design and draw the model, then great. Way easier. But half the time it's hard to find that. Not because of people not doing it, but it's because they might not match your style. Half the time people who design models don't draw models. Because live 2D model drawing is like, holy moly. VTubing models be like, oh, I could buy a car for that. Do corpos let talents have any input on the design? Sometimes. Depends on the corpo. On the note of artists and riggers, I'm hearing more people complain about them being hard to work with. I think it depends on which one you're working with and to what degree, okay? For one thing, what makes some artists harder to work with is they're just popular. They're just busy. It's not that they're slighting you because they're popular, no. It is more that they just are busy, so you have to wait a year to get a model even made. That does not make them hard to work with. That is just what is happening now that people have money, now that people are established more. Obviously, you're gonna want to hire someone who's good at what they do for what you're trying to do too. Your artist was so hard to work with that, so you learned how to do it yourself. It was not her, it was a major language barrier. Yeah, that's a big thing. Language barriers are definitely a thing. So make sure you're prepared for that. But if you're talking about them not giving you updates, them not doing things on time, you have to prepare for the possibility that things get delayed. Like, what if somebody dies in their family? You know, like, you have to be understanding that they're gonna be delayed. It's very hard to plan things because life doesn't give you a break. If we're talking about professionalism, there are a lot of artists, or not just artists, but people who do business who won't give you the updates you need regularly. They should update you maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, depending on what you agree on. If they haven't given you an update in a week, you can check on them. Make sure you're also being there to check on them. You're showing your professionalism and you're showing that you care about the project. It's not bad and it's not wrong to reach out to them and ask for an update because you are also showing you care. It is not pressuring them. If they're complaining that you're pressuring them after a week, maybe they're just newer to what they're doing. A lot of people who are in the VTubing community, they come without experience in commissioning people. Sometimes they lack etiquette. They're not used to it. If you really feel it's difficult to work with somebody and they're taking too long, you can ask for a refund. How much do you pay beforehand? I recommend 50-50. 50% when they start and 50% when they are done. If it is a big charge. Anything $500 and lower, if they ask you to pay it straight up, that's understandable. But anything larger than that, I would say you are okay asking to do 50-50. If you guys agree on something different, totally fine. You can totally do installments. A lot of people do installments. Hell the no. Nothing is original anymore. Anything people say can sound original, can look original, but it's not original. Nothing's original now. Just don't copy things like directly off of somebody's model or somebody's design. Make it your own. Something can be original if you just take it and mix it with something else. Honestly, that's original enough. Do I think it's important to be sincere? So the VTuber you is the same as IRL you. Are most putting on an act? That depends on what kind of creator you want to be. I wouldn't say you're putting on an act for some of the people who are.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back. As we just received one of the biggest listen def comms of all time from Akrnights and Fields, we've got some new stuff to talk about. This update is going to bring tons of quality of life and updates to the game overall, as well as
definitely missed the mark. If you open up Twitter,
Now, Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like Mr. Beast? No. Jack, do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube? Yes. Now, in all honesty, Jack, why? Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun. You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You think he had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know. If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun. Ooh. Thought you were going to get me with that one, didn't you?
Just a year ago, going after MrBeast on YouTube was like asking to get cancelled. If you dared to question his videos, his massive business moves, or the direction YouTube was taking, you were instantly branded as jealous, washed up, or bitter. There was no middle ground. Either you worshipped his hustle, or you were tossed aside as someone who just couldn't keep up with the grind. But things flipped fast. When you look back at everything that's gone down in the last months, the awkward lie detector clip, the Ellie controversy, the AI-generated thumbnail mess, and even how more and more veteran creators are starting to feel uneasy. It's wild how the narrative has shifted. Suddenly, those so-called haters from before don't look so crazy anymore. Now it's clear those early critics weren't spreading hate. They were sending warnings. Warnings about where YouTube was headed, about what happens when chasing views and scale becomes more important than being creative. They were trying to point out what gets lost when originality takes a backseat to pure optimization. The lie detector clip is the perfect place to start because on the surface it looked harmless. Just jokes, playful banter, nothing too deep. But even inside that goofy setup, something real slipped out, and you could feel it. The point wasn't about money being evil or success being undeserved at all. What was really being called out were priorities. The way YouTube's whole center of gravity quietly shifted from make cool stuff with your friends to optimize, maximize, dominate at all costs. And that shift actually matters. Scaling up isn't automatically bad. Reinvesting money, building teams, treating content like a business, none of that is the problem. The issue starts when growth itself becomes the product. That's when everything else starts bending out of shape. Videos stop being ideas and start becoming vehicles. Every upload only exists to justify the next one. Bigger stakes, bigger reactions, bigger promises. Not because the idea needs it, but because the system rewards it. That's exactly what Jack was pointing at. It was never MrBeast is bad. It was never money ruined YouTube. The real issue is that when growth is always the answer, creativity turns into straight-up calculus. At the time, MrBeast's response leaned hard on effort, years of grinding, reinvesting everything, doing good, inspiring people, and none of that was false. But here's the catch, the response didn't actually touch the criticism, because the criticism was never about effort in the first place. This was really about gravity. When one creator turns into the blueprint for success, the entire platform starts bending around that formula whether people like it or not. Even creators who never planned to follow that lane suddenly feel boxed in. Every thumbnail has to look massive. Every title has to scream like it's life or death. And if you don't play along, people say you're not serious about YouTube. That pressure doesn't stay locked at the top either. It slides downhill fast. Smaller creators start feeling like their quiet, personal ideas don't matter anymore. Mid-sized creators feel pushed to abandon the very thing that made audiences like them in the first place. Editors and designers watch years of unique style get flattened into whatever trend is popping that week. Before long, everyone's chasing the same metrics, using the same buzzwords, copying the same structures, and slowly the platform starts to feel clean, polished, and kind of empty. That tension was already there long before the Lunchly situation. It just made it impossible to ignore. On paper, Lunchly looked like a flawless influencer product. 3 massive names, MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI, teaming up to launch a modern spin on Lunchables. Clean branding, better optics, a Prime Mini paired with a Feastables bar on the side. It was engineered to win from day one. But the real issue wasn't whether Lunchly was slightly better or worse than other options. The problem was the framing. It was pushed as a better choice for kids, while leaning heavily on influencer trust instead of clear, transparent conversations about nutrition. And that's where people started raising eyebrows. That's when the tone really shifted. Dan TDM's response wasn't loud. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't some over-the-top call-out. It was quiet, calm, and honestly, disappointed. Just a simple, do better. And somehow, that landed harder than any dramatic expose ever could. That's because Dan represents an older era of YouTube, a time when creators were building communities, not empires, when success wasn't measured by domination, but by connection, a time when content aimed at younger audiences wasn't buried under branding talk and influencer credibility.
And all the hate is coming because of the whole Lunchly situation and Dan TDM. That's it. If those two things never happened, I wouldn't be getting this much hate, and instead people would be loving the song.
When Jack stepped in after that, it didn't feel like clout chasing or drama farming. It felt like defense, not of his own reputation, but of an audience that never asked to be marketed to this way. That's why the backlash didn't fade overnight. This wasn't just creators going back and forth. Viewers were involved. Parents were paying attention. Longtime fans felt like a line had been crossed. It wasn't about hating influencers or tearing people down. It was about pushing back on the idea that trust is just another resource to cash in on. And just as that controversy started to cool off, The AI thumbnail situation lit the whole thing back up again.
There's a new way to make professional-looking viral thumbnails with zero Photoshop experience. And the best part is, this new method works in every niche. Whether you do gaming, cooking, beauty, this works for all of them. From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating. This is the home of the AI tool where you can type in any channel on all of YouTube and it will use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generating. So for example, let's say you're Mr. Beast. You would just type in Mr. Beast here. Now it's gonna look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them. And for the prompt, I'm gonna type in stranded on a volcano. And there you go, we now have a thumbnail with me dangling on the side of a volcano. This is perfect for inspiration, and if you do a couple iterations with the system, this is how you can literally generate your thumbnails going forward.
The tool was sold as empowerment, a so-called assist for smaller creators, auto-generated thumbnails, learning from successful channels, leveling the playing field. That was the pitch. But almost instantly, people started noticing the darker side of it all. Styles were getting copied, faces were being mapped, logos showed up in promo material without consent. Entire creative identities, things people spent years building, were suddenly treated like data sets. And that didn't feel like help at all. It felt cold. It felt invasive. To a lot of creators, it felt like extraction. Like the system wasn't supporting creativity, it was harvesting it. That's why Jack's reaction was fast and blunt, because in that moment, it stopped being about thumbnails entirely. This turned into a fight about ownership, about whether creators still control their own identity on the platform, or if everything is about to be automated, optimized, and flattened into the same look, the same vibe, the same formula. And that's where this conversation stops being about just one person, because now it's about the system itself and where it's really heading. Mr. Beast didn't invent the algorithm. He didn't force anyone to copy his playbook either. But when a platform rewards one single model of success, it quietly sidelines everything else. Weird ideas, slow burn content, niche communities, small human moments. Those don't scale cleanly, and once scale becomes the measure of worth, the soul of the platform starts thinning out fast. This is where the real line gets drawn, not between creators, but between philosophies. Bigger is always better, versus better doesn't always mean bigger, and that tension doesn't wrap up neatly. It just hangs there, lingers, makes everything feel a little off. What made this whole situation uncomfortable wasn't just one controversy after another, it was the pattern. Every time the platform got nudged toward a boundary, the response wasn't reflection, it was acceleration. Bigger launches, faster pivots, louder explanations, more polish. And sure, that works short term, but it also creates distance. Distance between creators and audiences, distance between intention and impact, distance between what YouTube used to feel like and what it's slowly turning into. That gap keeps growing and people can feel it. The AI thumbnail reversal is actually a clean example of this, and to Mr. Beast's credit, he did walk it back. The tool got removed for new signups. A directory for real thumbnail artists was pushed instead. He even highlighted how much he already spends on human designers, which in YouTube terms is almost unheard of. That was a real course correction. But here's the uncomfortable part. Reversals don't erase instincts, and that's why this conversation still hasn't gone away. They don't erase instincts, they expose them. The urge to automate, the push to optimize creativity, the habit of treating style like data instead of identity. And that mindset isn't unique to Mr. Beast at all.
Guys, a week ago, I launched an AI thumbnail tool to help small creators make better thumbnails, and I thought people were going to be pretty excited about it, but I definitely missed the mark. If you open up Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. And so I read all your guys' feedback, and I've been thinking a lot about it. And so we just enacted some changes that I think you guys will find positive. And so
it's what happens when platforms reward scale over texture, when everything gets filtered through performance metrics. Eventually, even art starts feeling like a system waiting to be optimized. That's why Jack's frustration never felt fake. It didn't feel like clout chasing. It felt existential. Because Jack isn't anti-success. He's anti-sterility. His whole brand has always been messy, human, inconsistent, sometimes burned out, sometimes brilliant. And that's the point. He hits record without knowing exactly where things will land. That unpredictability, that rough edge, that lack of polish. Those are the first things to die in an environment obsessed with efficiency. And once they're gone, Something important goes with them. So when he looks at a thumbnail factory, or a product launch aimed at kids, or an AI system trained on other creators' identities, and says, this is it, isn't it? It doesn't sound like jealousy at all. It sounds like someone standing guard over the last layer of YouTube that still feels human.
So going forward, there is no AI thumbnail tool. Anyone from now on that signs up for POSETER Pro, there will not be the AI thumbnail tool. It just doesn't exist. We pulled it down. And on top of that, I wanted to go one step further to really show artists out there that I care. If you go on viewstats.com, under our more tools section, it will say hire thumbnail artists. And if you click that, it'll take you to a page of artist portfolios where you can commission a real thumbnail artist to make you a real thumbnail. So I care more than any of you could ever imagine about the YouTube community. I mean, obviously I'm the biggest YouTuber in the world, and I don't take that responsibility lightly. And so, you know, it deeply makes me sad when I do something that, you know, people in the community are upset by it. And I also want to put out there that I guarantee you, I have spent more money on thumbnail artists than any other YouTuber in the world. I've probably spent more money on thumbnail artists than the top 100 creators combined. I mean, I have a small army of thumbnail artists that work for me. I'm looking to hire more thumbnail artists. So I just want to put that out there. And I have no intention of firing my thumbnail artists or anything. Like, this is, you know, just supposed to help make it more effective and blah, blah. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Tools down for future people that sign up for ViewStats Pro. And yeah, now it's a funnel to help artists make more money. So I'm really excited. Go check it out. Hey, go to viewstats.com and click on the Hire the Artist tab and, you know, go commission real artists, help them make more money. So take care, guys.
That same instinct popped up again during the Lunchly film, because Lunchly was never just a product issue. It was a trust issue, and that hits way harder. Influencers selling food to kids isn't new, but selling it under the label of better, while leaning on brand loyalty instead of clear transparency, crosses into uncomfortable territory real fast, especially when the creators are a massive cultural pull and a young, impressionable audience watching everything they do. That's where alarms start. That's why DanTDM's Do Better landed the way it did. It wasn't loud, it wasn't angry, it was disappointing. Disappointment cuts deeper than outrage when it comes from someone you can genuinely trust. Jack backing him up wasn't about piling on and chasing drama. It was about drawing a line, about saying there's a difference between monetization and responsibility. And viewers felt that difference immediately. That part gets underestimated every time. Audiences aren't dumb. They know when they're being marketed to. They know when messaging is carefully framed to dodge real scrutiny. And once that trust cracks, it doesn't magically come back, no matter how big the brand is. And here's the nuance people love to ignore. None of this means MrBeast is some cartoon villain. That's the part that gets lost online every single time. MrBeast, the person clearly cares about making the best videos possible. He obsesses over retention. He reinvests non-stop. He funds charity projects at a scale most corporations wouldn't even attempt. He doesn't just talk about impact, he measures it. That part is real. But MrBeast the model is something else entirely. It's a system, a gravity well, a blueprint that slowly reshapes the entire platform around itself. And once that blueprint becomes the default expectation, everything else starts feeling off. Suddenly, slow videos look lazy, niche content feels risky, weird ideas feel unscalable. Even authenticity starts needing a pitch deck and a strategy meeting. That isn't MrBeast's fault, but it is his shadow. And shadows matter more than people like to admit. Because YouTube didn't just copy his success, it absorbed his values. Then acted shocked when copycat cash grabs and soulless optimization exploded across the platform. That's how systems work. The last year didn't prove Jack was right just because scandals happened. It proved he was right because the platform itself started showing cracks. A lie detector moment that felt off. A kids-focused product rollout that came off tone deaf. An AI tool that nearly flattened creative identity altogether. None of these moments exist on their own. They're symptoms of the same mindset. When everything becomes about growth, culture turns into collateral damage. And to be fair, the year also proves something else. Course correction is still possible. The AI tool reversal mattered. The artist directory mattered. Listening, even briefly, mattered because it showed there's still a human behind the brand. Someone willing to recalibrate when the community pushes back. That's more than you can say for most corporations operating at that size. And that's exactly why this conversation was never about cancelling MrBeast. It never was. This is about not letting one format turn into the only language YouTube is allowed to speak. YouTube was never meant to be a product bible. It wasn't built to be perfectly polished and endlessly optimized. It was supposed to be messy, uneven, personal, a place where fingerprints mattered more than polish, where personality beat presentation. Jack never called for Mr. Beast to fail. What he called for was the platform to not forget who it is. And that's why, a year later, his criticism doesn't feel bitter or salty. It feels prophetic. Not because everything collapsed, but because enough things almost went wrong to prove the warning was real. So no, this isn't about picking sides. It never was. It's about recognizing that when success turns into a formula, creativity becomes fragile fast. And once that happens, culture starts cracking. If YouTube wants to stay alive as a culture, not just a marketplace, it has to leave space for things that don't scale cleanly, because sometimes the best videos aren't optimized at all.
That is heaven.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Fame Rant Daily for more deep dives into influencer and media industry drama, power abuse behind the scenes, and the stories that don't get talked about enough. This story might be over on TV, but online it's far from finished, and the next one is already lining up. I'll see you in the next video.
go over the battle plan once more, shall we? To Quartermaster, proper armament is the first step toward victory.
I wonder if I need to...
In position and standing by.
Man, it should be fine. Nom nom nom.
A blade unsheathed, its light unleashed! Cleave now, and flat!
You gods, formation!
We fought with both.
Katsuna's double E words. Sir. I need to check something. Yeah. Whoa. Trash.
Entering core AIC area.
I'll crash it.
Welcome to my how to plan content. Fucking X, formerly Twitter. There's Twitch. There's just a million different places where you might potentially get some exposure. So,
ooh, that's fun.
I think it's no exaggeration to say that.
Nani.
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It, and the mainstream leftist media has hit rock bottom and started digging. Their determination to smear the Trump administration has seen news anchors behave like this. Here's...
No surprise there. Update, yada yada. And then I can go.
The Chattinis, I don't know, they're really picky. They're kind of criticizing the fact that I put honey in my fridge.
I think it's normal.
Right? It's normal. Can you tell, Chattinis? Because I feel so harassed and I feel a bit
Hey, Chattini, stop! Stop now! What the hell is that? Bro, can you stop being rude with my guests? Huh? Don't do that. Go into the basement right now. No. It's a Chattini in the basement right now for a week. No cucumber, no food, no water. Yeah, that's how it is. This is what you get when you upset Crony. Sorry, Crony. Moving on. I got you.
I feel so protected. You got me.
I got you.
You got me. Oh man, I was
I got you, honey.
the Chatinis, I don't know, they're really picky. They're kind of criticizing the fact that
The fucking webs, dude. I swear to God. The fucking webs get me every time. Man, watch people catching up. Oh no. Smug? Smug, what are you mad about this time? What's going on, man? Oh no. The snow.
Vibes. Uh-oh. Stinky.
Oh lord.
Mamma mia. She's back and she's on the damage control. She's off the his-issy. She's off that PR stunt.
We got a tweet from this Salmon account from just the other day here, getting 1.5 million Twitter views.
Dude, 1.5 million Twitter views. She's not gonna live this down. I don't think she's ever gonna live this shit down.
It's about CCFPS, the team leader, in the Deadpool Creator Cup tournament for the team that Kingsman was a part of, as well as, of course, Luciasa and Zaza.
Zaza.
I can't help but laugh. I'm sorry. I've had so many people in Rivals like just making Zaza jokes.
Yeah,
Zaza
Zaza
all, like,
crazy.
Why would you name yourself Zaza? That immediately makes me think you're on weed or something.
Yeah,
the
brother.
Zaza shit, you know?
Like a flashback to that from last night. But anyways.
Hell yeah, brother.
He says there's no shot she has the balls to come back online. I hope the chat fries her. Well, she indeed came back online, live streaming on Twitch the other day. And there wasn't too much notable stuff regarding the Kingsman situation, but there was two things that she apparently said. One was blaming the backlash on misinformation, and two, blaming the backlash that she was getting on it being a quote-unquote slow or dry drama. I think that's what people said that she said. I don't have the clip.
Dry drama week when the Epstein file dropped. I'm pretty sure it was around about the same time, was it not? That's fucking cap right there.
Unfortunately, it's a very quick thing, and there's no VOD. You know, she's taking the VOD down apparently.
What about a
But,
cap in your
yeah,
ass?
blaming the backlash on misinformation and it just being a slow drama week.
It's a cap in
And it's
your
like, well,
ass,
no, that's not why you got so much backlash. Come on, that is a lot of cope. That is immense cope.
Yeah.
You got backlash for what you did. It had nothing to do with it
You a
allegedly being a
bitch.
slow or dry
You
drama.
unlikable.
CC, nice try. We've also got some updates in this video to go over regarding Ashlyn FPS.
The pretty privilege is so unreal. I'm gonna say it. If she was ugly, people would be more inclined to not take her side. I think pretty privilege is so real.
And some other streamer, Sen Amori or something like that.
Alright,
Amori,
let's fucking...
who was defending
No, I don't have any
Ashlyn,
credits.
then got backlash, ended up deleting her tweet, and then posting a bunch of other nonsense as
yeah, I
well.
get some
So
credits.
She
we'll talk
ugly
about
on the
that.
inside.
Also got a very interesting...
Yeah, but the people are willing to overlook that. Simps are willing to overlook that. That's why we
Because a
take your
pretty
side.
face.
I hope not. I hope you guys don't do that. At least make jokes about me being wrong and shit. I disagree.
Update from Bassam, the host of the Deadpool Creator Cup tournament, who actually left a few comments on one of my
Bring
videos
it out.
covering the situation.
You're fighting me.
Talking about that too. We have one more quick update about CCFPS here though. Over on Twitter, we can see that CC's official Twitter account has been entered protection mode. The entire account is locked down. People weren't buying the apologies. So instead now, just hiding everything, just locking everything down. CC is not the only one. We've also got Ashlyn FPS here. You can see Ashlyn's account also all the way out to protected.
I really love seeing people go into protected mode. It's so vindicating.
This one. I'm gonna you guys remember this. Let me have a quick refresher. He's really trying to come off as unbiased and neutral as possible, which was hilarious because there was a clear bias towards trying to defend CC and Luciasa, and let's just say like the Mean Girl Club.
Yeah,
right?
the 3 girls that were on his team, I believe.
Which would of course be CC.
And they all defended each other too. They all stuck together and they all ganged up on him.
That sucks.
Yeah, if you watch back the clip, it was I think it was like 2 girls that piped in after CC like freaked out at him.
Luciasa and Zaza.
Oh my
and
god.
then throw Ashlyn in there as
Chill
well. And some
out.
of these other like rival streamers that are a part of it. Apparently they're in like a Discord server and as mentioned, they just act like the Mean Girls Club in there or whatever. But this is to say that Ashlyn made a few statements trying to seem unbiased, but clearly trying to also sway public opinion against Kingsman in a very like deceptive way. This didn't go well. People saw right through it, called Ashlyn out.
Well,
and then to make it worse for Ashlyn, there was also a leaker in the Discord server that posted screenshots of Ashlyn in that Discord server, clearly.
Don't let these people try and bully you off the internet. How's that working out for you, privated profile?
He's siding with CC and trying to defend
Privated
CC.
profile is
so
crazy.
Everyone was pointing that out
Oh my god.
showing that Ashlyn was indeed just trying to be manipulative. Ashlyn then attempted to make some sort of non-apology.
Alright, come on, baby.
Saying something like, okay, fine, CC's bad, Kingsman's good. Just really petty response. And so ultimately, you know, Ashlyn gets more and more backlash for just acting like this.
Yeah, because she's bitch.
Now the entire account's protected by Ashlyn. Keep all that in mind and return to the acting stuff. But before we get too far into that and this other Mori person, whatever her name is, we tried to defend Ashlyn and then looked terrible and then made like a literal wall of text trying to apologize for it. It's a whole weird thing, obviously. Weird stuff going on, pulls away from these people. We're from these people. But really quick, as mentioned, I wanted to talk about the bathroom stuff instead of burying the lead on that at the end of the video. So on my video titled Now CC is Deleting Evidence, but she got caught from 5 days ago, I recently noticed a few comments that looked to be from the official Bassam account right here on YouTube. Here's what they say. The first one there at the top reads, Kingsman DMs me.
It's the King Simp right here.
And says that he's about to tweet something out that can clear my name a bit. And then in the second comment, he says, I understand people are going to be late finding out stuff on the internet. All my VODs have been up. A lot of the lies in this video have been debunked. Me and Kingsman are cool, and we've been talking every day. I've been taking accountability for 6 days. For example, the green light thing was a lie. Eventually the truth will come out. I know what I messed up on. And so when I first saw these comments, I was skeptical that it was really Bassam. But again, I clicked his account, and it does seem to be his official YouTube account. The next thing I want to point out is where he says lies in the video. First time I read that, I was like, wait a second, is this guy calling me a liar? I'm like, dude, I'm just talking about what was put out there by...
That is not a good way to start off clearing your name by calling people who point out your fucking mistakes fucking liars. They're presenting what's on the table, man. Like, you put this on there. It's not like they fabricated anything. People didn't fucking lie about you and put words in your mouth. You fucking did this to yourself. That's why it makes like the debunking and everything else after it just so completely disingenuous. I hate this.
other people.
I know what I effed up on, but also I think people are like lying about me, you know?
Turns out though, as I continued reading the comment and he posted that example of the green light thing, which is a reference to something CC said.
Yeah.
I came to the conclusion that when he's talking about lies in the video, he's talking about lies in the clips that included, for example, the CC clip about the green light thing. Which, for context, let's play that really quick so you can see what he's talking about.
That 20 minutes before I got picked, CC said she had to go do something real quick. And that's it. And yes, although Basim is the one who made the final decision, CC is the one who signed off on it. She literally said it in her own stream right here.
Where he's just like demoralizing my whole team, bro. Like,
demoralizing.
No one even wanted to play with him. That's kind of what it felt like, bro. Like, when Bossum asked me, he was like, do you think this is alright? Like, is this true? I'm gonna do this? Like, you can create.
Yes, are you going to? I'm gonna do this. He's asking her like, are you sure I can still walk this back? You are just fucking lying, just straight up.
And I'm being honest, guys. I greenlit it because my team.
I greenlit it. There it is.
Like, I had 3 people on my team that just did.
If Basim really came to you, why don't you tell me something about it? Because every time I make a suggestion, your only response to me is to tell me to shut the fuck up. Then of course we're not going to have a positive team experience. And all of a sudden, 20 minutes later, I'm kicked from the tournament, no warning, nothing.
With that context, once again, yeah, it sounds like Basim is saying that the whole green light thing that CC was talking about there was actually a lie. But he did also mention something about Kingsman apparently saying that he's going to tweet something out that can clear Basim's name. I don't think that ever happened though. The only tweets on Kingsman's account is still these from back on January 21st, which is before Bassin left that comment on my channel, as my video that Bassin left those comments on came out on January 23rd. And again,
how do these people just manage to dig themselves into like a bigger hole? You can't just stop. Like you have to. These are the people that try to like appease every single side of the aisle, but then they have to lie to one side and fuck themselves. Like I don't know. Why can't you just shut up? Like, I feel like if they kept quiet, people wouldn't be able to still farm this shit.
Kingsman's only tweets there.
Yeah, or they fucked up really hard.
First, and being about the CC files. So that can't be what Bassin's referring to, right? He's making it sound like there were supposed to be new tweets that would have came out after my video, so after January 23rd at some point. And that doesn't seem to have ever happened. Now, I don't know if Bassin's lying or if he was telling the truth and Kingsman just never did this for whatever reason. Who knows what could happen there? I have no idea. Just sharing you the information that I saw posted. And lastly, Bassin's comment did of course also claim that he and Kingsman have been talking every day and that they're cool now. So, make of all this what you will. Alright, let's return to the Ashlyn FPS stuff. I mentioned there was more to all that. So, before Ashlyn privated her entire account, went into protected mode, Ashlyn had actually posted this damage control tweet. Didn't really go so well.
Yeah, can't imagine why.
This, of course, just to be sure we're on the same page, came after Ashlyn got exposed for the Discord leak, exposed for being very biased.
She couldn't even help herself to keep her mouth shut and not shit talk him after she apologized. It just shows like such immense arrogance. And then she really doesn't think that she's incorrect in this situation. You just have to bludgeon her over the head with logic, and she still wouldn't take it.
When trying to be like, that wasn't the case, right? So that all happens, and then Ashlyn posts this.
Guys,
Hi,
I'm really sorry.
I want to clarify I had no participation in the tournament. I have no horse in this race. I simply saw some people I have played with in the past in a stressful situation and wanted to support them. I definitely jumped to conclusions, too, and I take responsibility for my actions. My initial responses and reactions were thoroughly thought out, but coming from a place of support.
So close.
What I've learned is I need to wait until I see the entire context before I give input. I need to hold the right people properly accountable, and I didn't do that this time. I need to start taking things more seriously.
Guys, I got caught and then I said something that I shouldn't have said. Please feel bad for me. I should have kept my mouth shut.
And be more tactful with my response in the future. This is my learning experience. I will try my best to do better going forward. Oh my gosh, what? It's just so weird because Ashlyn wasn't even involved in any of this directly. Ashlyn chose to get involved. Like, seemingly first.
Yeah, she's got to defend her mean girl associate. Yeah, because otherwise then people are going to come after her if she ever fucking does it again. Again, the funniest part about this is that I genuinely believe that this has been commonplace behavior that's been happening before this tournament even occurred. If we could go back and like maybe, well, we actually already found screenshots of CC like calling people names and stuff in the past and saying really contradictory, like rude things. But I do think like they probably did it in another tournament, or maybe she was like streaming, but nobody caught it because like nobody cared to clip it. This pattern of behavior bullshit is so, it's not like a one-off thing. This is a thing that's been happening probably since high school, and she just never grew out of it. Nobody told her to stop. Because people like to bubble wrap girls like this and be like, oh, well, she's just being a girl boss. Like, she's just being a bitch because, like, you know, she's had a hard time because she's a girl.
On the Discord server. I said that clunkily. My bad. But, like, in my mind, I'm piecing this all together right now, and this stuff looks so weird, right? So,
yeah,
Ashlyn's in that Discord server, clearly defending CC, and then, like, makes the really deceptive, manipulative statement, trying to get people to move on from the situation and saying that everyone's the problem, including Kingsman, when it was like, no, clearly Kingsman wasn't the problem here. It was CC and that group, CC, Zaza, Luciasa. So that was nonsensical.
Data sync complete.
Then Ashlyn gets backlash for that, and then like doubles down in a way, gets more backlash, and then ultimately post this statement that I just read. And it's like, what do you mean? You simply saw some people you played with in the past in a stressful situation and wanted to support them.
The worst part about all of this is that none of the girls stood up for the guy. It's actually kind of just like depressing. Every single one of these girls that was on his team, it's like what, 5 people on the team, and all of them ganged up on him, and they all like, you know, they were just being so mean to him. Yeah, you wanted to like have money for your college. What a fucking loser.
Do that though. You're clearly trying to throw Kingsman under the bus and only supporting certain people in the situation and saying you have no horse in this race. That's true to an extent because yeah, Ashlyn wasn't a part of the tournament, but based off the Discord leaks, it looks like Ashlyn's horse in the race, so to speak, was trying to get clout with the Mean Girl Club.
Oh my god, I forget people are so low IQ and unentertaining that they need to like collab and feed off of each other because they're so insufferable and they have no personality. They need to like become this amalgamous blob so that they can like, you know, get like viewers off of each other.
And then hey, they don't have that much clout anymore because they all just got exposed for being toxic, to say the least. And then after that happened, oh, I have no horse in this race, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's such a weird thing. Like, Ashlyn, as mentioned, didn't need to be involved in this at all. What a waste. Why even interject yourself like this? And so...
Because she wanted bounty points. It's the same reason why that guy, the guy that organized the tournament, even though he very likely doesn't want to, like, have anything to do with CC, the performative action that he was doing was supposed to be something that would give him brownie points with all the other girls, maybe like in the tournament, that would make it, that would think like, oh, he did the right thing, he would do the same for me, kind of thing. Yeah, people are like extrapolating and saying like, oh, CC's trying to fuck him, or like the other way around. No, I don't think it's that. It's like a performative brownie point, like clout chasing thing. Yeah, with the other girls or something.
Even now, after knowing all the context, OP actually is not calling out Susie and her bully friends for their actions, which is indicating that this is a fake apology. OP had CC and mocked Kingsman. OP admitted to using the controversy to milk engagement and revenue.
Rage bait or retard? Probably both. Probably both.
Yeah, that's pretty much a get wrecked situation. That really
this is such a skill issue.
Ashlyn, come on. It would be nice if there was like sincerely some character development here, but that's not the vibe I get at all. They protected the whole account after, you know. Oh my gosh. What? By the way, quick side note. What's with that? We've seen that pretty much every person in the situation except Kingsman makes some nonsensical damage control statement and locks the comments instantly. And then take it further, now they're also just locking down their entire accounts. And then that's right, there was also that rival streamer, that woman who called me out on her Twitter account because she was mad at my video title. And she's one of the more like viewed female rival streamers. She calls my video.
Why? Why couldn't you just keep your stupid mouth shut? In what universe are you going to get anything out of it other than making yourself look like a fucking retard?
The title out, gets mad at that.
Like, look, even from a PR perspective, if you truly believe that those girls are like wronged or somehow, why would you double down? What brand is your microwave? Buddy, I don't know. I bought it like 5 years ago.
Makes a terrible point.
Talking about Marvel
but asks a question
brother.
and locks the responses so no one can even respond to the question, clearly also indicating bad faith. And that's another example of like just locking the comments instantly, and then when I respond via quote tweet, then she deletes the whole thing. It's
if I delete it, there's no evidence.
just so much unhinged behavior
for
from
your
this
time.
group.
You're
Oh
welcome,
great,
man.
there's more. Forgot about this one. Ashlyn then added this. Hi again. I'm going to be stepping away from Twitter. Excuse me.
Did she locked her account, didn't she? I almost wanted to say, like, guys, let's go check her Twitter account, but then she locked it.
Oh man, I gotta read this.
I'm
Okay, here we go.
stepping away from Twitter for a while. It's not good for my mental health. Everyone's being really mean to me.
I'm going to
It's such a ChatGPT answer too.
be stepping away from Twitter for a while. I believe the only way to genuinely become a better person is through actions and self-reflection. This will be my main focus.
Really match my hair.
My anger is healthy. No, I'm kidding. Okay. I'm a flawed individual. That was a Mantis quote, by the way, for the people that don't play Rivals. Explaining the joke ruins it, but like not all my viewers play Rivals, so I had to explain it. Anyways.
Okay.
I'm a flawed individual, Ashlyn says, who has made many mistakes, and I'm truly sorry to those who I've hurt in the past and present. If I've hurt you and you'd like to talk privately, please reach out to me. I want to do better, and I fully intend to show it through my actions. And so then lastly, we have this person, Sen Aramori, who claims to be a pro strategist player. 10 times Marvel Rivals tournament winner.
Wow,
And
she's really good at the
this whole
game.
situation, similarly to Ashlyn, didn't involve Sen, but Sen decided to get involved. And it didn't go well. This next part gets a little bit confusing, so if you're confused, don't worry. It is a bit confusing putting this all together. It begins with Sen trying to defend Ashlyn in a tweet that Sen deleted after getting backlash. This one right here that says this post is unavailable. But you can see this user who got 5,500 likes called Sen out. You can see the remainder of the link right there. And they say to Sen, who was defending Ashlyn, your friend Ashlyn that publicly raves about you literally said she's pulling a PR stunt. She's been nasty to people in the past, lying, defaming, and all that just to get attention. There is a time when you should defend your friends and a time where you should say, yeah, you messed up.
That shit's wild.
And then another user chimes in saying that Sen has now deleted that tweet and is trying to backtrack everything, saying that community notes shouldn't count. Oh, that's great, huh? Great take. Oh, those community notes are a problem. How dare...
Those people are putting such a red flag in their fucking back, dude. I don't like community notes because that means I'm getting called out for my fucking lies, and everybody can see that at a glance. No, this community note is bad.
Or you post facts and evidence. We can't have that. When there's proof showing why the post got community noted. She wrote a
They literally give you sources too. They don't even like make shit up. The good community notes, obviously there's bad community notes, but most of the time those get removed and downvoted by the people. Yeah, it's for the people, by the people, and they usually give sources and stuff to like every single point that's being made. Like it's not even like a, oh, just take my word for it kind of deal, and like they give you everything to like look at yourself.
Look for an apology. There
it's
is
a really
more
good thing in my
paragraphs, sadly.
opinion.
And yeah,
Blue Sky don't have that.
the order of events is like this, just to recap really quick. Ashlyn makes a bunch of tweets, gets a bunch of backlash. For whatever reason, Sen Aramori decides to interject herself into the situation, trying to defend Ashlyn. That doesn't go well. Ashlyn deletes the tweet. Excuse me. Ashlyn did delete tweets, but I meant to say Sen deletes the tweet defending Ashlyn and then writes a 10-paragraph apology post.
Holy
Here's the
shit.
post. You can see how long this is. It is a literal
Don't fucking read it, please.
wall of text.
No,
One
I'm
big point of
good.
contention in her apology post is, as mentioned, the part where she says, quote, I just didn't think it's fair that community notes should tell the reader that this post for sure is fake and bad on.
What? Oh my god, you act. Oh, I'm sorry, but like I also don't like that people are calling me out on that. I'm being a fake bitch.
Quote, this user saying, the notes were saying that because they have proof of it being fake and bad. Sen Aramori says, fair, I think at the end of the day, I'm just some lady who plays games. I like to speak on things I'm educated on and feel passionately about, but when it comes to drama like this, I feel uninformed and out of my depth. Why did you even get involved? This is similar
Yeah,
to
nobody
Ashlyn.
put a
Like,
gun
these
to your
people weren't
head.
even involved. They decided to get involved, get backlash, then play victim. The responses have a lot of people calling Sen out for, as mentioned, getting mad at community notes. And other people also saying stuff like, if you're going to weigh into drama in the Rivals community, don't have double standards, call stuff out equally. And that's specifically about something she did
Holy,
to
she's
a
getting
rival
shit
streamer
on,
called
dude.
Necros, who's one of the top streamers. Similarly, this one saying, I mean, you called out Necros about the joke and tell people how to feel, so what's your point, hypocrite? The context to that is about a month ago, Necros got backlash for a Twitch title that was supposed to be a joke, as that person mentions. And Sen was very quick to call out Necros publicly on Twitter.
Oh, she can't help herself when it's involving Marvel Rivals drama. That's what it is.
And so, a lot of people viewed Sen as a hypocrite for calling Necros out essentially instantly. But in terms of a situation where women wronged Kingsman, she was radio silent, and even when she finally posted anything about it, was simply defending Ashland's take. And so, people were, as you can probably tell and see, making the point that it came off like Sen would defend women, but be very quick to hate on men.
Yeah.
In particular,
yeah, there's
as well,
a lot of girls like that, a lot of boys like that.
Numerous comments over the years about how much he hates men and finds them disgusting. So, when Sen is getting involved and calling Necros out, who's a dude, really quick, but then not calling out what these women did to Kingsman, it painted a bad picture. It painted a pretty bad picture. And so that's what people are getting at when they're calling her a hypocrite and mentioning the Necro stuff. I'm not going to read Sen's entire wall of text. It would take like another 10...
Yeah, there was like a post Cece made probably like 3 years ago where she just straight up said like, yeah, fuck all men. And they were like, is this you? Like, is this you shitting on a dude for literally no reason other than him being a boy? Interesting. Is that why you were so blatant and open about fucking telling him to shut the fuck up?
The 15 minutes.
I don't know. Pattern behavior kind of shit.
Cool thing is on her Twitter account, but I will read the last part. She says, I'm glad Kingsman is getting the recognition he deserves. It's hard making it in the content creator world, and even being a rank 1 player guarantees you nothing. It makes me very happy to see a good player be valued in that way. Thank you for reading. Again, I apologize for my inaction. It won't happen again. And as always, of course, come to your own conclusion about that statement. And I'll leave it there. I kind of speed ran this last part because, again, there's some context missing. I need a tweet, but I don't have the screenshot of that one, unfortunately, and a wall of text and everything. So, you know, tried to cover it while being thorough, yet very brief, as much as I could at least. That's really it. Let me know what you think about the whole situation from the beginning regarding the CC updates, the Basim updates, to the Ashland updates, and ultimately the Sen Aramori updates too. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.
Fucking accountability, 0. Crying on Twitter and running everything through ChatGPT to create an apology, 1. Crying about community notes. Yeah, go check him out. Hero is pretty funny. Damn, I fucked up on that.
I feel bad.
Look at that! Whoopsies. That was a bit of a fucking slammer. Oopsies. Anyway, yeah, too long didn't read. Bitches be bitches.
Oh. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. You leave me alone.
Speaking of vibes. Uh-oh, Stinky. Mamma mia, she's back and she's on the damage control. She's off the hizissy. She's off that PR stunt.
We got a tweet from this Salmon account from just the other day here. Getting
Did you know how Clementine became a saint and overlord? Clementine was regarded as one of the most dangerous warriors in the New World. She was sadistic and cruel, taking pleasure in harming others and enjoying their suffering as a form of entertainment. And eventually her craziness led to her death at Aintz's hands. However, in the alternate timeline of the Mass of the Dead game, Clementine's fate diverged dramatically. She arrived at Erontal severely wounded when she was hunted by agents of the slain Theocracy, and on the verge of death, she was found by a religious group who took her in and healed her injuries. When Clementine tried to repay them, they requested that she give back to the city. And this act of kindness became the reason for her redemption. Although Clementine...
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Nope. What the hell? Ooh.
If you ever find yourself accidentally stuck to this kind of fish, don't worry. It's not as scary as it sounds. This fish is called a remora, also known as a suckerfish, and it has a special suction disc on top of its head that allows it to attach firmly to almost any surface. In the vast ocean, when a whale or another large fish swims past, a remora will quickly hitch a ride. It uses the grooves on its head to push out some of the water, creating a strong vacuum that locks it onto the host's body. Once attached, the remora basically gets a free ride through the ocean, traveling effortlessly as its host moves along. But the relationship isn't one-sided. The remora acts like a tiny cleaner, feeding on parasites and removing stubborn dirt from its host's skin. This helps keep the host healthy, almost like having a mobile cleaning service. However, if too many remoras attach at the same time, it can become a problem. The extra weight slows the host down, making it easier for predators to catch it, and potentially adding stress to its journey. They walk a delicate line between being a helpful passenger and a burden on their host. If you ever find yourself accidentally stuck to this kind of fish, don't worry. It's not as scary as it sounds. This fish is called a remora, also known as a suckerfish, and it has a special suction disc on top of its head that allows it to attach firmly to almost any surface. In the vast ocean...
Ah, that's dope. What the hell? Nani? Ooh, that's new. No, not now. Don't pick rock. Just pick fucking whatever you don't have.
Actually, here's a piece of advice to anyone who wants to VTuber or is like new. If I go to your Twitter and I just see flat on images of your model, I'm going to get the impression that it's not rigged and I couldn't watch you anywhere and you're not ready yet. Now, if that's the truth and you like this person have in your bio like debut TBA, that's fair, but you're not going to get much out of this effort. Make content. Don't worry about it right now. Come up with ideas, watch other people's content, script out things that you want to record later when your model is done, and then as soon as your model is done, record all those videos or those shorts or whatever and go for it. Right? Like, then you start posting it. You'll get way more mileage out of using your time that way. They made a whole post where they did a showcase of their model where they just zoomed in on several like details of it, and it's 5 likes, and they're posting stuff like this every day. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, you could instead of like cropping all these and then posting, it doesn't take that much time, but like use that time on scripting. I think content outside of Twitter, right? All of it. I think posting content on Twitter is still good. And then the other piece of advice I want to give is this person reposts like people that they seem to be friends with, like all of their posts. So when I scroll through their Twitter, I see like a million retweets of other VTubers that aren't them. I think it's okay to retweet some of your friends' stuff, but if you retweet so much of it that I see more of other VTubers' faces and content on your Twitter than seeing you,
Oh, that's neat.
This club made you bleed to death without a single drop of visible blood. The Kanabo. This 30-pound spiked war club was a brutal weapon wielded by demons because of its weight and raw power that could bend a sword in a single swing. Despite being used to strike enemies from 6 feet away with devastating swings, or to knock armored riders off horses, samurai brought it into close combat when they needed to guarantee a kill through the heaviest armor. However, the real lethality wasn't the crushed armor or broken bones, but the blunt force that ruptured organs through the metal without piercing skin. And by the time warriors realized something was wrong, they had already bled internally to death with no visible wounds to explain it. This club made you bleed to death without a single drop of visible.
Nani?
Take his girlfriend and make him jealous and then realize you have more in common with her and then him, and then fall deeply in love. To be clear, not interested in Mr. Uncle Man. I'm not really the type to be interested in someone who has the aura of a player, okay? For me personally, that's not the vibe.
Nani?
I've clocked in over 1,000 hours of VTubing experience across an entire year, and today I'll be teaching you what you need to know as a VTuber in 2022. All I ask you in return is for you to smash that like button and subscribe, as it helps out the channel a ton. Let's get it. First on the list is consistency. People are creatures of habit and tend to be more inclined to do something if it's familiar to them. This means that a consistent stream schedule is an important factor in helping bring viewers back, as they won't have to pull an Amelia Watson and become a detective just to know when you're live next. Whether you stream for 3 days a week, 1 day a week, or every other week, make sure you don't make the following mistake because it could cost you big time. Avoid leaving long, inconsistent gaps between streams. And before you mention anything about breaks and burnout, I'm not saying you can't have a break.
Duelist Kingdom? No way, pal.
You guys don't own that, right? You guys wouldn't be that cringe. Right?
Yeah, I'd be cringe.
Oh, Joey, I'm so glad you.
Oh shit, I'm out.
You mean you lost? My Diabell stars? I'm sorry,
Diabell stars?
I did the best I could. Your best? Well, we've seen how that usually
Guys, what do you guys
turns
think?
out.
Does Yugi run Diabell stars?
So-called Yugi.
Does modern Yugi run Diabell stars? What do you think?
So go on.
Ah,
and get back my QCRs.
QCRs. But I like
You would have
QCRs.
QCR, so.
Well, how about we get this duel underway?
1,000%.
My favorite artist just updated their
We are spellcasters. True.
My undivided attention.
Alright, this will
You know
take too
what?
long, so
I feel like A-Tim would play something like you guys, so. Yeah.
Yvonne will just take
I don't
me.
know if he would play it
always
here.
makes words. So allow me. First I play this allows me to draw 2 cards from my deck.
I summon
He knew. Grandpa knew. I love Utica.
When this little girl is summoned to the field, I'm able to add 1 trap trip garden field spell from my deck to my
Classic mistake. You gotta ask that. Classic mistake.
in order to make summon trap trips. Alright, time out here. I thought your whole stick was bugs.
They are bugs.
I'm not a preschool. What the hell is this?
They are bugs. The cinematic quality of this part.
Vibrancy of these
Cutica. I
My
want to see
trap
the
tricks represent
plan.
an entire
The
ecosystem
results
of
speak for
flora and
themselves.
fauna. Each
We
one with
fought
their
with
own
both courage and prudence.
Spider?
No,
Spider mention.
2D is a way of life. And I intend to show you 3D PD slobs. Just how
3D PD
insignificant
slobs.
they really are.
True.
Oh,
2D
this
is
is getting
superior.
ridiculous. Back in my day, monster cards were actually monsters, not this new age waifu nonsense.
Excuse me?
Okay, Graham.
What do you think Dark Magician Girl is?
Back to the home.
No.
Only 31.
I have a cap.
At least they are monster girls. They're monster girls.
I don't care if you're using creepy crawlies or ankle biters. I'll squash them regardless. And
Where
knock
would the
your butt
extra
out of the
monsters
tournament.
don't even be on the duel disc?
Do I have
Listen,
balls?
we all play with holograms
In
nowadays.
position and
Put it
standing
in the air.
This card allows me an additional normal summon, so long as that monster is a Trap Tricks card. So come forth, Trap Tricks Vermilio!
Vermilio!
A normal
Oh.
Got that horrible Photoshop.
unique
Oh, well.
function allows me to add 1 whole trap
Trap
from my
to my
deck
head,
into someone who
He's
knows a
like
thing or two
playing
about
every
holes.
Trap Tricks
I'll
like
add bottomless trap
ideal.
hole.
Ideal setup.
The effect of my Vermilio.
Yet I guess this kind of pan like 1 in 5 times. Usually great. I usually just get Ash and then I just like have to set there and stop.
Oh, they all have body.
The real extra monster game is the 1 in a card. True. No one plays bottomless anymore. I know. He's throwing it away though. He's just using it for how it's fun.
A trap card. I can special summon an
That's mine for the match.
cutie strike from my deck.
I like no camp.
Not only is she positively adorable, but she also protects all of my
Look,
set
he
spell and
just
trap cards
trap
from
Halusi?
destruction.
Ah.
And now, I'll overlay my level 4 Mermelio with my level 4
Joey be like, what the heck is an overlay?
Trap Tricks Rafflesia!
She's actually so small if you don't have her full like art where like there's 5 girls around
all
her.
of Trap Tricks monsters from your card effects. But more
What do you mean Sarasot?
unlike the rest of the Trap Tricks monsters, she has such a veneer of maturity about her. Her presence, elegance, and beauty.
Hey, you think Weevil's a VTuber? He plays Trap Tricks.
Even I could be drawn in by her.
It's true. If you are a VTuber, you are legally allowed. You're legally required to play Trap Tricks first.
Her warm,
as your first act.
welcome demeanor. And have you seen her feet?
Calm down, son. It's just a drawing. Still.
It's just a drawing. Joey doesn't understand.
Here I am.
Joey's not a 2D appreciator.
Fast.
What
End up as
the?
kindergarten mulch.
He's so uncultured.
Well, in any case, I'll place
SMH
3
my
cards face
head.
down and end my turn.
Weevil would be
Alright,
killed by
let's
the
go
chop trick.
Draw.
You know, I think he would enjoy that.
What you laughing
though.
about, Thunderwood?
I think that's just a...
My turn may be
Oh.
over, but I have one more piece to solve the
Recap.
puzzle that is your destruction. The
Have you
card
heard
I
of
currently
his
hold
main
in
phase
my hand
3?
is seen as one of the strongest in all of Duel Monsters. A card whose very presence brings about hushed, feared whispers.
Which one? Is it Maxi? I forgot. Is it Maxi?
Tantamount to trees.
Is it Maxi?
Here
Huh.
and now, I'm going to show you the power of this card.
It's a
and put
bug.
an end to you
It's
once
a
and for
bug.
all.
The roach.
During the draw
Hybrid
phase,
hostile detected.
I activate
Stay
from
alert.
my hand Maxi!
Maxi!
Witness now
The terror of the cockroaches! Scarier than Exodia. Maxi jump scare.
Can't reach.
That's in cockroach.
The largest increase in card advantage I've ever seen. Seto, is this?
I didn't think we'd ever see it again, but here we are.
No. It can't be.
It can't be.
Pharaoh, did you sense that? It appears that after 5,000 years, humanity's greatest threat has returned.
Just ban it. It's banned. Just ban it. It's banned.
For the rest of this turn,
Natural
every
TCG
time
order.
you special summon
Sorry,
a
we play
monster,
Fuelos now.
I get to draw a card from my deck. It's a simple
Maxi is so last pharaoh. Last era.
Oh, this isn't good. Maxi is one of the strongest cards. in
That's
all
true,
of
they are
Duel
OCG.
Monsters.
But this is the
It
dub,
said
okay?
that
This is the
long
4
ago,
kids dub.
a plague of
Put some
insects
respect on it.
swept through the lands of ancient Egypt. Only the pharaoh, using the power of the Ashen One, was
The
able to
Ashen
seal its
One!
evil away to the forbidden tomes of...
Gramps, XC is still legal here.
See? See? Oh my god. They are playing OCG, dang it.
We make a good kid. Now I can do it while Weevil gets to draw every time I try to make a play.
But where's this Ash?
Come on,
Wow,
Joey,
dude.
snap out of it. You can't just give up. Not after
Does evenly work?
It's right. Hey, check it out, yo. Kaiba beat me pretty bad, so I thought I'd give my deck a bit of a donut. What do you think?
You think Kaiba doesn't like playing Maxi himself?
Wow, Joey, this is trash.
The reason it's not banned in OCG is because Kaiba's
this
running
is
it.
literally a starter deck from 2008. What did you think you were cooking here?
But it was all I could afford after buying back your dear Bell Stars.
True, and I did win YCS Peru thanks to that. All right, it ain't much, but let's see what we can do.
Careful. That one looks like seriously. You
Can he
build this deck.
Whee!
I put
Can
everything I had
rebuild the
into
Junk
learning from my
Warrior
dude
deck?
Kaiba.
No,
ever time to
junk
prove myself?
cards are still good
It's right
cards.
now.
There's no bad cards. There's only bad players.
What's the matter, Wheeler? Are you too frightened
True.
by the power of my
Kaiba's
Maxi
actually
to
running
even
3
play?
Fuelos
Or
in
are
his
you
deck.
afraid of falling into one of my pitfalls? What are you going to do? Summon Axe Raider, Baby Dragon, Time Wizard? Oh, I'm so scared.
No, you talk too much.
Huh?
Yeah, I get it. I hadn't grown as a duelist.
Oh my god.
I hadn't
This
played duel monsters in a
heartfelt
long time.
plea.
I let myself stagnate. But there's one thing I've learned from all this. It's that games change. It might be frustrating to get down at first, but if you're willing to approach a game on its own level, without any preconceived
You really
notions on
felt
what a
that
game should
Kaleido
be,
star.
you'd be
felt that
surprised how much
tear
fun you
loss.
can have.
Enough of your blabbing. Do I need to call a judge for slow play? Make your move.
True. Joey just
You
needs to
asked
summon
for it.
Dragoon.
First, I activate the spell card, Dark Ruler No More.
Dark Ruler No More!
This card allows me to turn off all your monster
Damn,
effects.
thanks, fucking
So say
gigabytes.
goodbye to your protection, Weevil.
What the hell?
Ouchies.
Just a minor setback.
And this is why
Personally, I don't
Choptrix
think you should be
isn't
talking
meta.
about minor anythings. But now, I think I'll sweep that back row of yours under the rug with my trusty Harvey's Feather Duster.
No! My hated!
Look, I know I
Harpies is
just
like
blew up the
OG
trap cards.
too. It still
I'm a pretty
hurts.
generous guy, though. In fact, I'm so generous.
When I play
I think I'll
Choptrix
give
and
you
I
a
get
monster
harpied,
mine.
I fold.
I
just summon.
sacrifice your
I know when
in
I'm
order to
beat.
summon Thunder King, the Lightning Strike Kaiju. What?
My beloved kaiju!
Rafflesia!
Rafflesia!
Don't leave me!
Oh, it hurts when you get kaiju. You think Joey could play me
You'll
combo?
pay for this, Wheeler! I know.
Player
draw.
hates this
Due to the
combo.
effects of Max
OCG guidebook.
That's not bad.
All right.